And we got orders about 10 o'clock then that night that we were to be ready early in the morning, that the General was making a tour of West Cork. And we had to come, of course, through Beal-na-Blah. And Beal-na-Blah is a very wooded kind of a place, was then. Terrible lot of shrubbery going at both sides of the road. And before we just entered into this valley, we were sitting in the Crosley Tinder right in front, and a fellow by the name of Barry said to me, who was a soldier sitting beside me, "God, Mickey must be getting windy." He says he's getting his rifle ready. He used generally have the rifle thrown down at his feet in the touring car. Well, he got it up and put it by his shoulders, got it ready. And I said to this soldier, Barry, because says I, "'tis no wonder he would be getting the rifle ready, because this is a treacherous looking place." Not ever thinking at the meantime that we were going to be ambushed. So we ran, before we had time to pull up, we ran right into the obstruction, which consisted of a four-wheel horse dray full of porter bottles, and a lot of porter bottles broken, strewn around them. But when we got to where this obstruction was, anyway, the firing started immediately. There was we had no means of removing the obstruction without getting struck, because the two near wheels were taken out. We had started firing, but we were actually firing at nothing. We see nothing, but we were firing to where the firing came from, away up on the hills. In fact, I honestly believe myself that they could have killed us all if they so wished, but I'm sure the one and only man that they were aiming at, or trying to aim at anyway, was General Michael Collins. He was the only man that they wanted to put out the way. A private soldier didn't matter very much. But after a time, the firing lulled, and we only heard distant shots, distant peals of shots, like away in the direction of Cork. And General Michael Collins stood up and had a gaze around him. He was loading his rifle in the meantime, and whilst he was loading his rifle, one lone shot, apparently like from a sniper, rang out and hit him in the side of the head, the right-hand side there, fell down, and he never spoke again. So the firing suddenly opened then, just as Collins fell, so that practically nobody was able to go to his aid at that time. And the firing held for about a quarter of an hour after Collins falling in the road. I'd say that he was dead instantly as he did fall, but anyway, General Dalton and the officer that happened to be in the armour car came over to him and rendered him all the assistance that they could. All that they could do was bandage his head, but there was little more that they could do. But